In good conductor, current flow is due to free electron or conduction electrons only. There is no hole current in them. However, flow in semiconductor consists both electron current and hole current. To understand the conduction in solid material, we need to understand different types of atomic bonds in solid, valence band and conduction band of solid. So let's begin. In the previous video, we had discussed about different types of matter: gas, liquid, solid, then atomic structure given by Niels Bohr, nucleus, atomic number Z, atomic mass number, electron orbit or shell, and valence electrons in valence band. And last point, that is orbital energy. If you want to watch that video, then you can find the link in the description. In this video, we are going to start with bonds in solid. So let's begin. But before we start, if you like the video, then click on like button and drop your comment. And to watch more videos, do subscribe to my YouTube channel Electrotech CC. Thank you. Bonds in solid. There are three major type of atomic bonds. First one, that is ionic bond. Second one, that is covalent bond, and last one, that is metallic bond. The first one, that is ionic bond. Ionic bond, that means permanent transfer of valence electron from one atom to another. It is very strong bond. For example, sodium plus chlorine is equal to sodium chloride, NaCl. Second one, that is covalent bond. Covalent bond occur between two similar or dissimilar atoms. In this case, there are only sharing of one or more valence electrons between the two atoms, each of which tries to fill up its outermost orbit. Last one, that is metallic bond. Due to sharing of variable number of electrons and variable number of atoms, it has been found that in metal like copper, each atom loses its valence electron at room temperature and become positively charged ion. So that is different bonds in a solid. Now next one, that is valence and conduction bands. The electrons in the outermost shell of an atom is called valence electron. They have least bending energy through their orbital energy is maximum. It is those electrons which are most affected when a number of atoms are brought very close together, as during the formation of a solid. The state of lower energy electron orbiting in shell nearer to the nucleus are little, if at all, affected by atomic proximity. The energy band occupied by the valence electron is called valence band and is obviously the highest occupied band. It may be either completely filled or partially filled with electron, but can never be empty. The electron which have left the valence band is called conduction electron. They partially leave the atoms or are only weakly held to the nucleus. The band occupied by those electrons is called conduction band. This band lies next to the valence band. It may either be empty or partially filled with electron. In fact, it may be defined the lowest unfilled energy band in an atom. The valence band and conduction band are separated by the gap is known as forbidden energy gap. Energy is required to lift an electron from the valence band, take it across the gap and put into the conduction band. The last point, that is conduction in solid. Current flow occurs in a given material when a voltage of suitable magnitude is applied to it, which causes the charge carrier within the material to move in a desired direction. It may due to one or both of the process, that is electron motion and hole transfer. Electron transfer from the negative terminal of the applied voltage to its positive terminal. Hole transfer involves electron in the valence band which are still attached to the atom. In good conductor, current flow is due to free electron or conduction electrons only. There is no hole current in them. However, flow in semiconductor consists both electron current and hole current. So this is the introduction video on solid state physics. In the next video we will start with conductor, semiconductor and insulator. Thank you.